Hello and welcome back to a new hunt. This has been designated by me Pre-Decimal Coin Hunt 21. We start off with 2 florins or 2 shilling pieces or 2 bobs, both from the reign of George VI and from the same year, 1948. They have the date there. You have the Rose of England in the centre with a stem going down, and you have the crown above it. You also have a thistle on the left, shamrock on the right, and then G underneath the thistle and R underneath the shamrock. This is the standard format for George VI coins, for the 2 shilling coin or the florin. The next ones, right, let's sort them out. George VI Scottish, George VI English, George VI Scottish, sorry, George VI English, Elizabeth II Scottish, Elizabeth II Scottish, and Elizabeth II English. Okay, let's there we go. We have 6 coins. They're all 1 shilling, a bob. When I was in the Cub Scouts, we used to do a bob a job week. We would do 1 job for a household, and they would give us normally a minimum of 1 shilling for doing the job, no matter how difficult it was, if I seem to remember correctly. The 3 on the top are George V, the 3 on the bottom are Elizabeth I. The first George V one is 1947, and it is the Scottish Lion. The Scottish Lion over the crown. On the left of the lion you have the saltire with 19 above it, so there you have the saltire with the 19 above it. Then on this side you have the thistle, and above the thistle is the second year 47. So this is a 1947 Scottish shilling piece. The next one along is also George V. It's 1948, and it's the English Lion, and it's the English Lion. It stands on all 4 paws. So if we just come down, whoops, and come in a little bit, let's just move those out of the way. That one's the first one. It's George VI. And it's a Scottish Lion sitting, and he's sitting with swords in his hand, or items of state in his hand. Okay. The English one for George VI has them with the lion standing rampant above the crown. I have one that is dated 1948, and I have a second one dated 1950. They're both exactly the same coin in design. They are from 2 separate years, and they show that this is the English shilling. There was the standard shilling, which is one that's not defined to a country, and then there were 2, one from Scotland and one from Wales. Sorry, one from Scotland and one from England, that they did as a separate coin, and this was the Scottish. This is the English one for George VI's reign. The 3 on the bottom are English, Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Yeah, okay, all 3 of them. And this one is from 1963. And it shows a crowned shield. And within the shield you've got the rampant lion. And that's the rampant lion of Scotland. So that's a Scottish This one is from 1965 as well, and it shows the Lion Rampant of Scotland. So there's two Scottish shillings there, side by side. The final one of the shillings is this one, and this is the English shilling from 1963. And the English style was the crown shield, but it had three lions passants on it, which is basically the design that you see on the England's football team's shirts on their badge. So that's that one. Very nice coin. Then we get to one of the two fiddliest coins on the pre-decimals. This one's a 1959, which makes it Elizabeth II. There you go. It's 1959. It's a sixpenny piece, known as a sixpence, a tanner, or a tanner is the main two names I know for it. There may have been other colloquial names that I don't know about, but basically it's the flowers of the countries that make up the Union of the United Kingdom. You have the shamrock of Ireland, you have the leek of Wales, you have the thistle of Scotland, and you have the Tudor rose of England. Inside this design, they've all got the flower or the symbol on the outside, and stems going into the centre. Right, Elizabeth, 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 and then we have two Georges. So, the first Elizabeth coin is 1966. Let's just. The second one is 1962, and the third one is 1967, which was the last year that the pre-decimal coins were made. Well, decimalisation wasn't until 1971. They stopped manufacturing coins in 1967, or dating them in 1967 for release into the general circulation. However, in 1968, 69 and 70, some threepenny bits or other coins were minted in those years to be put into circulation, but they all had the date of 1967 stamped on them. Which is why you find that the penny and every other coin, there seem to be masses produced in 1967. 1968, 69 and 70 were all, there was a proof set made for each year, or a year set made, with the years of 68, 69 and 70. However, those did not go into circulation. If you find one that is circulated, it's been broken from the set. These three references from Queen Elizabeth II's reign all have the portcullis on. The portcullis, of course, is a well-known heraldry symbol. It is used by the Houses of Parliament in recent years. It is also one of the designs on the coat of arms of King Henry VII's mother, and it goes back that far and further back again. So that's the portcullis design for Queen Elizabeth II. On the George VI coins, we have the thrift plant. One is from 1945 and the other one is 1942. These were, as I say, this is the thrift plant. Nobody knows for sure the reason why they used the thrift plant during George VI's reign. It has been rumoured, and I have no reason to disbelieve what has been said, that the thrift plant was used and to try and give people the idea of being thrifty with their money. and not wasting the money. Whether that is true or not, I don't know. It's as good as any other reason, and until I know absolutely for sure and that is wrong, I will use that as a good example of why this particular plant is used on this set of coins. I've been going down in value from 2 shilling down to 3p. I'm going to be a little bit awkward now and go to the reign of George V and show you a halfpenny from 1927. There is George V in all his glory, and then on the back we're more used to seeing the Golden Hind, which came in during the George VI's reign and was also used in Elizabeth II's reign for the pre-decimal penny. Pre-decimal halfpenny, sorry. However, on George V's reign they used Britannia. Now on the side of this one you don't have either the lighthouse or the ship. The lighthouse that would be normally at the Britannia's back, or the ship that's sometimes shown on the water here on this coin. As I said, it's 1927. You know, it's nearly 100 years old, and it's quite worn quite well. You can make out that it is a halfpenny. There is some rubbing of the shield, which is to be expected, but a very nice coin overall. Now we come to the pennies, and oh boy. Let's get these sorted. The first one, very shiny. It's Elizabeth II, and it's from, guess which year? The very last year of manufacture, or very last year of issue, which is 1967. On this one you have the lighthouse, but you don't have a ship. They're very bright and shiny, and then on that side you should be able to see quite clearly the lighthouse in the background. Very highly minted coin. Next we go to George VI's reign, and this one is from (1939), and this one is from 1946. Both of these coins have a light. That one has a lighthouse, and so does that one. Both of them have the lighthouses in the background. Behind, to the rear of Britannia, as you're looking on that left-hand side of the coin, you should be able to see a lighthouse. The 1946 coin, the legend is okay. The only wear on this particular coin is on the shield part of the design of Britannia, and on this one again the shield is got most of the damage to it. However, it does have a huge dink or dent in the rim of the coin, going right the way through the side edge of the coin. It looks as if you look on its side on, can you see just here there is like an indentation that's gone right the way through, so it looks as if something has been hammered onto the coin, or the coin has been dropped against something very hard and it's dented that outer rim. Next we have 3 coins from George V. First of them is 1929, and this one has neither the lighthouse or the boat. Straightforward design. Again, the wear on this one is on the shield of Britannia itself. Next one again was George V from 1929, and again we have neither the ship or the lighthouse. However, on this one there's very little rubbing at all, and it's quite a well defined coin in the minting of it. You can see Britannia's shield, you can see the Union flag on the shield, you can see all the folds of her dress. It's very good. It would be classed probably as a very high to very high sort of level of coin. The next one is one that has been badly worn, in the sense that there's a lot of patina on it, and it's from 1918. The reason why I was a bit dubious about it to begin with is I didn't know whether it had the Heaton or Kings Norton mint mark, and I was looking for it because I saw that it was 1918. In 1918 and 1919 there were pennies that were produced at both Heaton and Kings Norton mints for circulation in the UK. It's one of the few years that was. There are others, but these are probably two of the better known ones of George V's reign, certainly. However, this is not one of them. All my coins have been bagged up again, as I've sort of done before. I'm waiting to flip them and add them to my collection and then put them on Numista. So they'll be safe in there until I do that. If you're having a hunt, I hope you have a successful one and you find the coins you're looking for. If you are buying coins, I hope you can get the coins you want for the price that you want to pay. I am trying to grow my channel this year. I have, beginning of June of 2022, I have about 80 subscribers. I'm trying to get that up to 100 by Christmas. So I will be grateful if you've found this interesting and you enjoyed it. Please give me the thumbs up. If you think I deserve it, having watched a few videos, could you please think about subscribing to the channel? Both of these, if both of these are done, then I will have quite a jump in the algorithm that YouTube uses to then put my work in front of other people, who then I hope would subscribe to having seen the channel. So I do 4 videos a week, so hopefully you can find something that you like. And if you do subscribe, I'll be glad to have you along and to join me in my journey through coins and banknotes, etc. But until we meet up again on this channel, thank you for watching, and from me, bye bye now. Bye. Ta-da.